Another fine day, another wonderful day, another beautiful day for us to get together and have conversations. Another day for us to get together and talk about things that are happening in our community. So many things happening. So we need to have conversations. We need to talk. We need to look for solutions. We need to try to see how we come in. We need to try to see what's up, what will we do. Remember, we complain sometimes of what should have been done better before we came here. Now our time for actually do things in a different way. So they begin the way they come after we, they will be probably extremely happy, extremely okay with all the wonderful things that will happen. It's going to be another fine conversation today, especially because we have a guest who is loaded, a guest who is filled, a guest with so much information. My co-host, I don't know why I call if only answer. But that's a small thing the holy for some side, the press it back on, I know. If you go come later on, then you go join the show. But if you know will come, then it still be very, very okay. I'll try for manager me one. I hope see True Life no come today for camp over me because now that co-host know how to handle True Life. Me, I know. But again, like I said, we're going to have a fine conversation. Ma, I make sure see the volume they okay. Or if anyone is watching, go ahead and let me know if the volume is fine. If anyone is watching, go ahead and let me know if the volume is fine. Okay, I think see the volume there. Okay, for yeah. So yes, wanna give me some few seconds, my share also. When I finish share, then I will bring in our guests, and then we'll jumpstart the conversation. Like always, it's not just me and the guest. It's me and you and any other person we want comment. When time for call, which will open phone lines. Any person we feel like say you want call, go ahead and call, and let's have this beautiful conversation. Go ahead and call and let's have this beautiful conversation. Like I talk, we'll talk today about AFCON. We'll talk about highlights, high moments of AFCON. We'll talk about the AFCON greats, the people that only play that competition and make the competition really look great. We'll talk about AFCON scary moments also. Now, we'll be really careful make and just AFCON, but I just feel like there's so many things also about the African football we don't hardly talk about them. So if any person get anything we share about African football for African soil, where it be unique, whether it be extremely good or it be extremely bad, just bring it up. Sometimes we only focus on the competition where they come and forget the competition beyond the exist since 1957. And so many things that don't exist since that time. So many things don't happen since that time. Sometimes we want to talk about them too. Sometimes you want to talk about those things that happened in the past because now that thing then they make we feel like wow. So now how far this will don't come. Hey, Salome, my boss Frankfurt. Salome, my boss Frankfurt. Now one other person that way they invest a lot for community for more than 10 years now. My brother don't put millions and millions and millions for football. I wonder if he don't even chop anything from the money they put them. I wonder if he could even chop anything from the money they put them. But guess what? They continue to invest. They continue to pour in. Guys, go ahead and share, please. None of time for we for share the video. If you copy the link, send it as a person for WhatsApp. If you copy the link, you share them for your Facebook. I actually share now. So, and then I'll bring in our guests and then we'll jump into the conversation. I don't want to bring it in and then I start to bend my head for down because I try for share the video. But like I said, it will be another fine conversation. I say that because people in the way, you know, say they like ball. You know, say they like football. When they want to tell you story for football, they want to give you shit for football. Yeah, you watch them. Now one of that person in this. Okay. I'll put some more thing for body first. I'll bring in our guest right now. And when I bring it in, when I know how they do welcoming, celebrating, and then we'll kick on the show. Baba, welcome.
Thank you, Toride. Thank you, Toride. Good evening for all man, and I'll be happy for big guest today for Toride. But I want to say I don't like the way you just set people up. Why they set your man say maybe some small thing with the touch, not correct, no. You're not correct.
Wait till wait till
You know
really
people
make
can
wait
you
till
know
we
people can
make I
see
dey
the
call
brother
my
so
wait till we really make I dey call my money phone. My money the every answer. Nah, not you know they know. That was money no the master master you know many
I
people
mean
they men
I
negotiate.
mean if they not catch you, no be guilty. Now football you the talk. Maybe they
Okay,
do na football today.
I will come up for screen and then you go move that bottle with for your back because they're an alcohol and if the people they see 'em,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not be alcoholic drink though.
Yeah, but most of the times they'll just kind of that AIT anything you tell them to do. Yeah. Okay, go ahead
Mm.
and just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Ronald Asho, or
Mm-hmm.
commonly known as Lasta Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm into football blogging, and my ambition is not only blogging, but it's make a life out of football one day while lifting up other people in football. So I'm investing so much in football, trying to get our dream is to get a media, a Cameroon super sport,
Mm-hmm.
like a super sport also, but based in Cameroon, and we'll get there one day. We're doing so much, working hard in Cameroon through football entertainment. That's our platform. Making try to stream MTN League One games, cover as much as we can in football, and football now I love, now my love, now my happiness, now my life. So now why that day for talk football for Tori Day right now.
Thank you very much, Baba. And like I said earlier, the one thing we all get the one common thing we all get now that love for football, and not just that love for football, for use which will get love for build with community. And the investors I invest on my side. Sometimes I look at what he's doing, I look at the sacrifice, I look at the investment and things like that, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy to get people who with community where they do things like that. Trust me, one day what I pay off or not, it already pay off because it already inspired the next generation. The people they come after we to look at what he has done, look at what we are doing, and they be like, you know what, I want to go that route to, or I want to do the kind of thing. And so for we, it's already a win-win. Anything they come now extra and so Paul will talk today about AFCON, especially about football back in the days. We'll talk about AFCON activities back in the days, what are the games, what are the players, what are the teams. But why don't just talk about memories, things away. Anytime when you think AFCON, you remember you either smile or you remember you either be like, where Papa go, why the kind of team be happen. What do you think first of all about that topic? Going back
I mean,
memory lane, just discuss that
I
thing there.
mean, it's a very brilliant topic. Now, very good topic. Say a very good and a very good moment. This was discussed. I mean, before people want to get into the tournament, made it like more revise. So before you want go further with studies, they find for always do revision. Now, whether when we go for inside next class, the first all teacher they do na revision. So we'll just do a revision for review people will get them into this moment, this football jamboree moment. So I believe say it's a very brilliant topic, and wait till we go discuss people that to go join we will go discuss people will call. It will really give we the euphoria, and it will give us the zeal for getting into this AFCON, maybe participate in our own way. Maybe some people from the world shows or people feel pay flight go Morocco for go really go
Mhm.
support their teams them. Who knows?
Wow, that's true, and we're actually encouraging any person who feels like if they get some more time, they get some more resources, and I experience the way it happen at once in a very very long while. And every experience be unique. Every project, every AFCON is unique to them. You understand? This one and for Morocco they exist. This one and a specific people that will be for the a specific artist, a specific talent, just specific group of person they will be for the AFCON the year. So it be unique to the experience for this AFCON. You know if you ever get them again. No.
Yeah.
Once you go for the if you meet up Nasako for the you don't meet up Nasako for AFCON for Morocco for 2025. You understand? Maybe a game Cameroon again. It no ever happen again. It no ever happen. Never happen. You want to go plan children, move children, plan, bring them for year. No, no ever happen. So if you get opportunity for go live that experience, go live them. But vamos start. First of all, man start with one of the things the way I noticed a few yesterday, and then I was like, wow. The first AFCON, when was it organized? Because you hear people they really talk about, and shout out to Tundi. You really hear people they talk about the first AFCON where they be organized. You get any information?
The first AFCON, I get a slight information. It was in 1957, and we na be na Egypt. Yeah, Egypt will win them, and it will be organized for Ethiopia. Yeah, those information really they full, but as a football lover, I don't read through AFCON. I mean, like years back, I believe the whole moment, and I will notice say teams like Ethiopia and Sudan, and they be one of the big teams for Africa before.
Yeah.
And the first tournament be there only 4 teams. And I don't remember all those teams exactly. Ethiopia, Ghana, Egypt. But I know say Egypt be the winner, and I feel saying that from there where their supremacy over Africa be start, we're up to today, so we'll never fit for really defeat their record.
Yeah, but wait till the baffle me about that thing that they take part, especially for that first edition. I know say it was supposed to be 4 teams, but it did like 1 team be dropped out. I think that's Sudan. I don't really remember. So for Ethiopia and the one other team they actually participate,
Egypt and Ghana, yeah.
Yeah, wait to make that team them, especially Ethiopia, wait to major disappear for football. You don't really get that name like Egypt, or maybe we can develop some name like Cameroon or Nigeria. What do you think will happen?
So I feel say
I want to be the competition.
That one now I feel like it can be like a preference where their sports designers then say every country get the way they design a thing. So the people who they design the future of sports for their country, it be like they can see say football no go profit them better. Say every person, every country get own talent, your own skillful, your own skill, like your own sports would they be so skillful for. I feel like so they can decide for design. If you look Ethiopia, Kenya, they can decide for design themselves and more focus more on athletics than on football, because maybe football will take time for be the best. If you look clearly, we might say like 20 years back, Abifito say there was clearly a first-class team and a second-class team for Africa. And it shows if it be one be so segregation be over because it be starting from those moments. So people they way they give up. Like Sudan was one of the first people that way they really start AFCON, but Sudan, you see how Sudan they exist for performance for anything. So I feel like now because of them they be decide to redirect their energy to athleticism. Now why that way you see they not fit they not be like follow up with performance again. So
yeah, I see already people that they comment. And guys, please, like I said earlier, the show is about AFCON, African football. Some of the moments of African football when you think about them, when you remember them, you're like, wow. Even the one the way you read about them for books. That moment, I want just make people then put them for comment section, because I don't write my own level down. I should say my man gets one the inside head. But what we are looking for is for people to share as much as possible. More maybe you remind me of some two I maybe even remember, or you even teach me some moments the way I maybe even know about. Baba, wait to be one of that moment for you where it is remarkable.
So why would you wait on the many review, like many talk about the moments from behind? I want to talk about Egyptian dominance for this some short period. So yeah, from 2006 to 2010, Egypt dominate African football. I really know him because I be the one of Egypt, their victim. I mean Cameroon, and something really funny and coincidental where Egypt, like they did it first of all, they perform all these things with home-based players, with like 99% home-based players. And if you show say those people where they be design Egyptian football in like 20 years before that period where they be dominate, those designers were really good, because if you look at very well, those boys, all of them, I not think so they become a one academy. All these Mohamed Abu Trika, Ahmed Zaki, Hassan Hosni, El Hadari, all them, I don't think so they become one academy, but it shows say the country they will design the kind of team where they be wanted in the next 20 or the next 15 years, and they start
Yeah.
training boys them from 6 7 years, and maybe you want to see the one be 20 25 27 28, they were already a solid team. And if you look
Yeah.
at very well, they become more from I mean they be play that time. Most of those teams they play that time from either Zamalek of Egypt or Al Ali. I mean most of them did Al Ali, and they will get good selection. Imagine say they will take first division team for Al Ali, put them they can't fight against Samuel Eto'o, them, DJ Drogba, Seydou Keita, them where they come out Europe, all those things. So I feel like that Egyptian dominance, that period, I mean, it's one of the best thing to remember. Why some of us go to feel like it hurt, but we really need for always appreciate them. Looking at the defense, I mean, starting from the pole, Egypt get one person where I not ever understand how that guy be the cash El Hadari. El Hadari will take everything. I mean, his skill will not. I don't think so. Will we ever see their second goalkeeper? Will not be ever see him because Hadari cover all that period until I
Mm-hmm.
think Hadari be cover again until 20
10.
mhm, 2019. And then we get even from the defense Wael Goma was really tall, strong, fighting. We go from midfield Mohamed Abu Trika, Ahmed Zaki, Hassan Hosni. He did one of the oldest player for 2008, but he still score very good goal. So I thought I said that Egypt period was amazing.
Yeah, I even forget to emphasize, say, for reiterate, say, Egypt actually win 3 AFCON back to back. That is so important. And why that would actually call on their dominance era. They win
Yes.
2006, 2008, and 2010. And along the line, they beat Team the Cameroon. We were actually eliminating the Cote d'Ivoire. Like, and then so other final, they win Ghana. Like, they beat all the giants of Africa for dominate during this period for 3 years. And like he talked, the best part of that whole dominance, now the fact that they mostly use now local players them for play the way they need to be commode in Europe. For me, one other moment.
And for art, they say they beat Cameroon. They beat for 2006. They beat Ivory Coast for group stage, and they go to show finals. They beat them. For 2008, they beat Cameroon for group stage, and they go to show finals. They beat them again. So if you imagine, I mean, the extent to which they be consistent.
No, that those guys were good. Trust me, they be there, but they were good. You went go to one kind, you say they start you say they start saying go this. One other moment where I feel say big remarkable for African football, especially when it comes to AFCON. Now people names they like Samuel Eto'o, they been mentioned. Names they like Abubakar, they been mentioned. DJ Drogba, they been mentioned. All these wonderful money, all these wonderful players. But there was this guy called Laurent Poku. Where at some point in time, guess what? He be the golden boy when it comes to goals for Africa. Now, Nacho said in 1970, and he scored 5 goals for Nations Cup during that time. Some people argue, say, oh, football no be really serious that time. Oh, maybe the jockey can pass for years, so go kick boys up enter. But guess what? It's there for record. Now, my concern why I get that some time or challenge I get and I say, there is a counter Egypt if First Nations Cup will take them. Where we don't know whether they be made mago, whether they be even know what they do, but they consider as saying a Nations Cup. Even this Pago record is still there for day because they call highest goal scorer for AFCON. If you mention Abubakar, you mention Eto'o, you mention Pago. So record and record, it no matter how it happened, and that's why we tell the players them Osimhen they never win AFCON. Salah we never win AFCON. All these grades them Onana we never win AFCON. All these grades away. They never win major trophy, especially AFCON for their country. They beg, they say, do and now where you still be active. Because when you would already cross the calendar, that's it for you. What's other moment for you, Baba?
I mean, I get a Hervé Renard, the white magician. We'll see how that white man taken from small with Zambia, and he be disappointed for 2008. 2010 to we still coach. Then it come out. No, then it still continue for 2012 until he win AFCON. As if it not be correct. I mean, with a Zambian team, we will come to that one, but I want to just talk about you as a person. Say, I just feel like it's worth remembering. Like he did something good, and it's worth appreciating. And it continue now 2015, where Ivory Coast take it go win AFCON again. So that man can turn a master for AFCON on a how.
Hmm. That makes sense. I think another moment where I want to bring her up. This one is not really Afcon moment, but it was African football moment. Like I talked earlier, these moments will not only be good moments. It'll be good moments. It'll be about players the way they will stand out, and it will be also about even moments the way we make we cry and things like that. Sam Okwaraji. I grew up just hearing that name, Sam Okwaraji. I just grew up seeing a picture we get one and a dada will call and so on with you. And then they tell you how he been a wonderful number 10, he been a some wonderful guy. So when you think about African football and you think about an African legend, an African hero will be die for fee because of a country for Confederations Cup, Mark Vivian Foué. Not saying that only Mark Vivian Foué be the only person we he don't give it life for a nation. Sam Okwaraji and one other Nigerian way during qualification games for some particular AFCON for some particular Nations Cup. It be 4 for fee. I know that one. I don't even know how it happened because he only said even then in the 80s, full owner in the 2000s, where technology and everything we don't even advance. But yes, that the guy named then Sam Okparaji. I never watch your videos them. I don't know other videos they online and things like that. But the only year say be bad pa JJ Okocha. Go ahead, Papa.
Yeah, and to add to that, for Morocco, they don't get feel the way they get a whole hospital inside stadium. Now all those things the way they mitigate them. Yes, I mean I think that the feel for Casablanca. I see videos of it the other day. Despite the way the video it will come from a negative point of view because people the man will be make them it will cry and say, look at the ultra modern facility they're putting in a stadium. Why will not get a normal hospital for outside, like out of it? But I just look at it on a good side, say, wow, this is safety. They very very ready for make sure say no man of fall sick. So I want to say those things at least the AFCON don't really advance way they go try for way for minimize all those stuff for people for die for fee. So I want to talk another point. Cameroon performance for AFCON 2015. Their group was not the group of the dead, but during the tournament, it became the group of the dead. Cameroon was the last of the tournament, and they will be they come up with 2 points. They get -1 goal, and then the other two teams will be the Cameroon, Mali, Guinea, and Cote d'Ivoire. Mali and Guinea, they be finally go do na I don't know how they do. They be toast na coin na wait you. Then Mali qualify to the next round because that pool be really tight. Everybody be the draw na draw. Nobody be the win. Nobody. Now only Cameroon accept one defeat and I destroy that pool. So if it be for history, say if Cameroon not be lost, they will finally separate the pool. Now all the two teams they will throw a dice or they will throw a coin for decide who they go to the next two. It will be for history. But anyway, one team qualified that way too for 2015.
Wow. So you don't talk about how Cameroon got eliminated for first round. I want to bring up the fact say for 2002 also Cameroon actually win Nations Cup where they not score them no one goal from the first day to the last day. I think Alumo Bukabi the catch for we that time. Yeah, those were our golden days. Some people feel like Cameroon team for 1919 are the best we'll ever get them. But me, I strongly believe say if you want to talk about Cameroon team where it make us proud, now that team between 2000 and 2004. Now, if you want to come for talents, I feel say the team between 2006 and 2010 was more talented. It had guys who were more talented. But if you want to come for team group will make me proud. Now that team between 2000 and 2004, like I said, they won us 2 Nations Cup. They win me 1 Olympic gold medal. They even win we almost win we Confederations Cup. Where if they need to get player away die for fee, they will
Yeah,
for surely win that Confederations Cup. But
totally.
again, this point was actually about 2002 Nations Cup, where we play from beginning to the end. No 1 month so for that competition. No see one net.
Yeah. I mean, I stand with you for that point. I stand with you for that point because that team was something else. Okay, I want to talk about the attack on the Togolese team where 9 people be injured and the driver be die. Where they be drive they go to Angola for 2010 for the Nations Cup. It was a very sad moment to African football. Players demoralized and but they will still I think they will pull back from the tournament. But one thing we say at the Angola Federation openly talk say they will advise everybody for fly. They know we talk me no man drive on land, and I feel like that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair enough, but it happened. And Adebayo, our celebrated player, was one of the players there, and they were so demoralized. It was a sad moment for AFCON. But the AFCON 2010 was still good with people like Flavio performing well, Ghana performing well, Egypt performing well. The same. I mean,
Wow. And to add to that, some people they wonder when we say what Cameroon national team players decided to do. When I don't come up, we can talk say now he in some few players they decide say me they drive to wherever they want drive to. Some people they wonder why it was scary. It was actually really scary because if I remember very well, I think Angola there for down south, right? Probably they call
yes,
South Africa, and now not in a bad way. But in our communities, a way they get some kind of culture. When another culture for some kind of thing, they know we don't get that. Now we don't get that thing over here. But them for down there, they will always get them. So for years, so our players, the national team players, and professional players, drive inside bus for 5 hours without any security or anything. Now one of the most scary thing in that way, and now because of the kind thing the way don't ever even happen. Just imagine, say the one be actually in a national team to go this national team during a major competition, but the people they don't still fear for attack them because they want
yeah,
just make a particular statement. I think it was supposed to be political or something or whatever.
yeah.
But again,
Now Lagos, now
that's it.
Lagos, they do am.
Yeah. Um. Another moment for African football where I feel like we need for no man not talk about the moment, man talk about the player because he go probably talk about the moment. There was this player called Kalusha Boya that was so popular when I was growing up. I believe this grandfather they were intercated, they went number 11, they say they be Kalusha Boya. And that grandfather they be the spit fire, they be do wonderful thing them. And then I don't grow up now, I go for internet and I sitting there lenting them. I go realize say this Kalusha Boya. Yeah, he was talented. He was not just popular because he was talented. He was also popular because he be survived some situation. Maybe say he actually be part of which will be happen. But you know that kind of way they say, me, oh man, cancel. You just say, man, go piece more, and then you want go piece more, come back. Hey, it already happened.
You don't
So it
holla.
made him first of all, yeah, it made him popular first of all, and then because he this talented, stand out, and then even that year for the Nations Cup, I think they be placed to go reach final way. I think they be lost so yeah, that name Kalusha Boya. By the way, now the first footballer also where he actually become president for the FA. If I remember very well, now Kalusha Boya be the first footballer where he play ball and then finish play football and then go be president for the FA. So before it official one do I don't know if your other player don't do again. Kalusha Boya be done already. Now correct me if I'm wrong. I might be saying things out of I don't know epiphany or whatever. But I think Kalusha Boya was president of Zambia FE. Go ahead, Baba.
Yes, Kalisha Boya, they be survived that incident. Three of them. One person be they injured, two people became match for Europe for play, and they begin a separate flight arrangement. Kalisha be they PSV end of at that time. So coming back to that game they be playing a qualifiers match for World Cup after a brilliant performance for the previous Nations Cup. Yes, it was. They had a very brilliant performance, and they will be playing a qualifier match. So they take a military plane specifically prepared for them, come out from Zambia. Then they begin to land for Libreville. Then the fuel engine, fuel motor, their I want say motor, the fuel
Mhm.
their flight. Then go for Senegal with them. But as they don't fuel they
Mhm.
come out. They just kick off for Libreville. Their plane crash. Their plane they say 40 happen for one side for engine, pilot go off now the wrong engine because it will indicate for both now the opposite engine instead. So do further investigation. I see off all the drop. At that particular water, so I don't pass for plane onto that place. I not be ever I don't read that story like for be more scary. It be so scary that water so as you just come off for Gabon for inside Libreville, you come off for plane. You go turn directly onto ocean. Just 2 minutes. You turn so when I will see that thing, I say, yeah, they could not survive. So they went down into the waters. But God be still there with them for that play because now still with that same Gabon Libreville for 2012, where Zambia give away the best. I mean, the best surprise. I think that's the best surprise AFCON will ever witness. A top Ivorian team and a small Zambian team, but they can't win. So people they still talk up to today say the ancestors that died in Ghana in Libreville were there to fight for them and gave them the strength because we see energy where those boys like Christopher Katongo and his brother Calabar, them all those young players that they played at that time, they fight everything. So 2012 was a payback for that sorrow. They had the biggest sorrow of their country in Libreville, and the biggest joy still coming out for that very Libreville. So it's a really lovely moment to remember, sweet and bitter though. And I want to talk
Yes.
about
Go ahead.
yeah, I want to talk about goalkeeper's blunder where it cost the
Okay,
tournament.
before you talk about goalkeeper blunder, might talk about South Africa and their triumph for 96.
Okay.
Their AFCON when they win for 96. Now, it was not just about them winning AFCON. Something always exists for the world, where they call them racism. In South Africa and one of that country, they were in as much as it be there for Africa. Some certain group of people they need to get right. They need to get place for some certain kind of places. One of that place within a South Africa team. When you get some kind of team, you need to play for a very long time. So after Nelson Mandela, they struggle. So they close that gap. And then I think they closed that gap for 90 or 92 like that.
Yeah.
Guess what? Just about
1990.
4 years later,
Mm-hmm.
for 96, they win Nations Cup. Actually, the very first African team that won the Nation Cup with a group of players that are mixed. As if I say mixed, you get McFijem and so kind of when are completely white people, and you get people that for they didn't have black people. I bring that one up because football has done a lot for Africa, especially when it comes to this AFCON and so. I know one shouldn't really talk say it be politicized a little bit or they use them sometimes. But if they use them and then they bring results will be positive, which is my own.
Yeah.
Would you hear people they talk say because of going Drogba score Ivory Coast win, now be end civil war for Ivory Coast. I don't just talk about this one now. People when I hear people they talk say for 2017 if Cameroon will win AFCON, even war for Cameroon. And so football has a lot to offer to the
Yeah.
continent. That's the reason why we must continue to pay attention, continue to invest, and continue to push for the game to get better and better. Yes, South Africa now one of the only African countries where they don't win Nations Cup with a group of mixed players in their team.
Yeah. Before we go ahead, I want to tell Emil Martin say today we'll not get a debate, we'll get a discussion. I mean, with you is interactive and everything. Because say please, what is the topic of debate? We're talking about the moments that AFCON has brought. I mean, African football especially, but with this specialized for AFCON, but not limited to AFCON. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you want to talk about some? I mean, not just a new incident, but it all happened 2 times, and where it cost the team them a lot. we'll get for 2022 for Cameroon, um Ivory Coast goalkeeper go make a blunder for corner pool, and they take and score, and he put them out for a difficult spot where they go meet up Egypt and they move them. And the same thing now with 2023 AFCON for Ivory Coast. Ghana goalkeeper Ofori to do the worst mistake where it cost their tournament totally. So I want to say this goalkeeper's blunder, it cost people their tournament a lot. Ghana begin to be out of Ghana begin to be out of the tournament because they already win, ball the one go out for their advantage. Goalkeeper go put his hand for he just bound touch his hand, they put a corner, and Mozambique crossed the corner, he scored, and Ghana was out.
Cameroon national team. Now, for those who don't know why this particular Nations Cup for Morocco be unique, just like the one will be unique for Cote d'Ivoire. This one this year for Morocco is actually one of the grounds away Cameroon be win one of the Nations Cup. If not mistaken, I think the first Nations Cup
first one, 1984.
Even an answer Morocco with our golden boys them. That part where there be no chuchu football, where there be no juju football. I hear SF say the hotel where Lions they stay there, now the hotel where the national team stay there back in the days. Maybe they don't innovate time, I don't know, whatever thing they have done. But like I said, for we would go for that competition with some different levels, some different spirits. We just hope, say maybe like Zambia, the spirits will be hell we win that time. We hell we win another sixth tournament this time around. So yes, why you watch the Nations Cup and you defeat say maybe wish me Cameroon no win. Just remember say Cameroon win now all with benefit. Cameroon no win now all will be laughed at. But again, the reason why this Nation Cup is so unique to us is because they play for the ground way where Papa their friend them they be go win for the back then for 1984. I think.
We'll get through like not correct. We say not 1984. Now Ivory Coast will be winner for 1984. Now the second one surely for them.
He said maybe 1984. Now she man look am.
But also we win so I think 88 for day, 88 or
wait, now she
they go tell you.
Yeah. So we win for 84. If then have Cote d'Ivoire, and then go ahead. You're correct.
All right. I know say I trust true like you go correct way over that one. Okay. I get I get so much for you. Okay, I want to talk about the resilience of Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, they become proof we say they be Sparta, die but never surrender. We'll see how Ivory Coast hunger for, their golden generation hunger for AFCON. So they finally they can get, and though most of them be already come out, but at least the remaining one they can't fight getter. So you see from 2006 their performance, they go lost for finals. 2008 they still perform well for the tournament, but no way. 2010 the same thing, but no way. 2012 they go finals again, they go lost. 2013 I don't know how much about 2013. I think they never qualify or something like that. But 2015 they go finally winner. So if you see how much time where they go right for the corner the trophy, they go back for us. They go back for corner, go fail, but they didn't give up. They find all solution all way until they go take the white magician. He can get it, and they still win that trophy and still through penalty. So I want just to say they are what appreciating because they be Sparta, they will like go fail, but they will not surrender. They still go fail, but they don't surrender. And even you see, even those old players, the way they don't still resign from national team that 2015, they be still encourage those new people that they will just join, and those old people like Yaya Toure, Mas Gradel, Gervinho, Solomon Kalu, all those ones they be still day way, they will still get more energy for play and they be succeed for that team. So shout out to Golden Generation for Ivory Coast.
Golden generation for Ivory Coast without DJ Drogba. That is one of the most frustrating thing we
No, to me that the real
exists.
Golden Generation that to me.
No.
Like,
I need to deny. I need to deny. I did just point out the fact say not only when he leave the team,
it leave.
we you know they say no the part of it, the part of the generation may not change the fact say get AFCON.
Yeah.
You understand? The fact say no get AFCON and plus the fact so we don't hear Romo say the team be they split into two. There was a there was a Touré camp, maybe even Yaya Touré. There was a Kolo Touré camp, and there was a DJ Drogba, and yeah. So at some point in time, the federation will decide who they want to continue work with. Now, whether way Drogba begin for step out, now so at the year, I don't know whether not true or not.
Yeah,
By the way, correction with that Morocco thing. Yeah, the correction with that Morocco thing, Morocco began in 1988. So, true line correct. Now, Cote d'Ivoire began 1984. So, we win our first for Cote d'Ivoire, and then we win our second for Morocco. So, we don't rate one number 6 for Cote d'Ivoire already. Is it possible for us to at least grab one number 6 for Morocco?
I was about to ask.
Yeah. Another moment for African football we must sit back, we must think about it and smile is the 2010 World Cup. Now, and also we talk about AFCON, but like I talked earlier, we are just here to share moments, football moments, the way it make me feel like wow. South Africa 2010. Now, the reason why I even bring up this now because initially, now Morocco began to organize that World Cup. People always thought, okay, it was a political debate, now a political issue, now make and they take and go for South Africa and things like that. But at that particular 2010, one country will stand out for Africa, now South Africa. South Africa, what are infrastructure, what are waiting.
Their economy.
Yeah, and then you look at the organization, you look at the way the team will unfold. I think I would with the popular Zamina Mina. Waka, that woman began for lie say, oh, if you just the waka, they go for some play. He just say waka. Now they form that song. Where they obvious say for the 80s, we already sing Zamina Mina, waka. So that moment 2010, it is big, it is huge. It is something it will be difficult for people like me to forget because growing up if you say welcome na a diaspora thing, na a white man country thing. Now a European thing, now okay, you must be the kind of country, before. But South Africa, just like what Morocco they do now, prove for we say no, we can do these things, we can host these events also. And guess what? It was so smooth and also say any incident happen during that World Cup. I think that Spain be winner, right?
Yeah, Spain winner.
Yeah, I know.
With
Spain be there for
1-0 where they beat Holland for final 1-0.
Yeah, they be there for winner. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about. I want to just shout out, appreciate the players, some players, and they were African continent don't produce them for this tournament, and when they don't give impact like that Egyptian group we talk about, we would already talk about them, and I want to talk about Congo too. We get DR Congo, their league they produce home-based players and two they're really good. We get even people like Nigerian League 2. Nigerian League 2 don't produce players them too. Like you see 2010 AFCON victory, if we didn't by an African coach, may he rest in peace, Stephen Kechi, and if you select one player away come on for many players, but that one will even participate more. And Naibi even scored the one goal where they beat Burkina Faso for finals, where they take the cup. So I want to shout out to say, I want to just create awareness to say, not being now it happen, but African players they don't always get impact. African home-based players they don't always get equal impact for AFCON, and they don't give victories there for AFCON too.
Talking about AFCON. Some people they still wonder why we talk too much about AFCON. Why do I make them a big deal? Why we say all the time about to win the AFCON, bro? If you look at what it brings to the table, even your family members, even every other person go realize say that is a tournament worth celebrating. That's a tournament, not gold. we never even start expect AFCON. We have not. Like I talk, so many situations that don't happen because right now AFCON is actually more like the development magic one for Africa. So all you need to do is just move AFCON from one country to another, and then they go build infrastructures, when are roads, when are hospitals, when are all of these things. Then now, if only they can get a system in place that can maintain these things, you realize, say, the more AFCON go around, now the more these countries they be developed.
Yes.
Cameroon, if you go look at the roads, the hospitals, the way they be, all that thing them now, naturally say, because of corruption, that thing any exists. But guess what? If we get a good system in place, once AFCON pass for some place, whether na Cameroon, whether na Gabon, whether na Nigeria,
Yes,
whether na
development follows.
as that infrastructure they come, it will stay for there forever. So for me, now one of the reasons now I overvalue me AFCON. Besides the game, you understand the amount of money we AFCON they bring into a community, the amount of network people that they can come for AFCON, exchange phone numbers, and before you know, some man go find himself for some place for Bujumbura with some person where we'll be meeting for AFCON and things like that. And the beautiful thing about AFCON now, see, them are only Africans that go watch AFCON. People they travel for touristic reasons. Just go spend time now for Morocco, watch the game, enjoy enjoy yourself, and then you leave. So when we talk about AFCON, we are not exaggerating. We are not just here to be noisy. No, we talk about on TV. We don't see how it only bring value for Africa from its inception for 1957.
Yeah, I mean, I really stand with everything you don't talk because AFCON is an economic tool. I know like we always put out a political tool, but it's an economic tool. I mean, that we can use to raise the economy of the country. And if we instantly raise our gross domestic production of that year or that era, and the effect will stay for long, but we'll get a controversial side of this particular talk. Look at the beautiful stadium where Cameroon won their 2017 AFCON. If you watch documentary about that stadium won't be locked up. That means that ultra modern stadium, it be locked up and it don't be destroyed, they don't dilapidate because they know the user at all. The same thing don't happen for AFCON 2022 Cameroon Stadium. Every year with the AFC, they struggle to finish the stadium, but they never still finish it. And that stadium, it always go down. Then we don't know if that the same thing too could happen for Ivory Coast. But the question we ask ourselves now, and I say, what is going on with not investment in this way? It will be meant for bring our nation further. Why it go back? Not the money that they go, but the exceptional case in 90%. That one AFCON don't always bring positivity for the country. So I just want to give one small controversy we did for that particular topic, Yeah. So I want
another thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go this one, you go. Yeah, another thing whenever we talk about AFCON, I want to mention the greatest African player of all time. It's difficult. Now, very few African players they get 2 Nations Cup. Now, very few African players they get more than 15 goals for all Nations Cup. They don't play them. Now, very few African players they play more than 3 Nations Cup. Now, very few African players they do for that place where they get golden ball, they get this. I'm talking about Samuel Eto'o. It's difficult to mention AFCON and not mention it because first of all, maybe all-time highest goal scorer. Like the Nkunkuma, we don't score plenty goal them for Nations Cup. And I want to talk about the one day we probably come out maybe highest goal scorer for the tournament. But another good thing also will remind you and I say, even when you want to come for a single tournament for one AFCON, who don't score the highest goal? Now still another Cameroonian, Abubakar Vincent. So that's something that will be worth mentioning because whether you like it or not, we get 5 trophies, we get so many other things away. You not even can't find that they will even play a man, they will lose them. So yes, talk about Cameroon when you talk about AFCON, but mention Samuel Eto'o because when you talk about African football, who else you want to talk about? Who will be the face? That's Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o. Yes, I want to talk about as we talk about AFCON, this modern AFCON, that's how they call them. Because if you look at from 2022 and 2023, the vibe for AFCON began change. It be there like they began pre-AFCON, they began AFCON, and they began post-AFCON. Then post AFCON from Cameroon, it continue extend Sute. It can't turn being a pre-AFCON for Ivory Coast. And then we will leave the AFCON moment, and then we'll leave the post AFCON again. But those two AFCONs to me, it don't be the best because it was animated and resourceful with the year numbers the way CAF they talk about where they make them. And not only numbers, we know people where private medias and where they invest and they get so many, like they make money, they make deals, they upgrade their brands and everything due to those two particular AFCON what they talk about. And I feel like it be they dependent on the kind of people the way that they host, because Cameroon, you already know what in it is small, even if we will not be there ready, but one more make them be ready. Sute. It was so interesting. Financially, we get tourists the way they come in, and Ivory Coast the same thing. So to me, those two Afcons, I think I can say they are one of the biggest Afcons until Morocco prove them for we. But Morocco don't start very slow. What do you think about Morocco? You think say it go reach these two?
So the two you got to understand first of all, I say now two group of persons with two different cultures. Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire, they get almost the same culture. For them, if you organize an event for make a maybe successful musician, they get for be, Mimbo get for be, a shower get for be, all the kind of thing they get for be. Now they make a competition successful for West Africa or Central Africa. But for North, they get a very different culture and a very different mindset. So they will organize a competition for way for them to consider say it be really, really successful. You understand? Without actually breaking their cultures or their policies and things like that. So you will hear people, they say for Dubai, right? They will say, oh, now she kind of welcome you, man, if you go dream, anyhow. Oh, now they kind of do it. But when it comes to infrastructure and organization and things like that, I strongly believe, say, Morocco feel holy ground. FIFA no fit give you World Cup. We never see what you be capable of doing.
Yes.
Before FIFA accepts you if you organize World Cup. Before people accept you if you organize World Cup, you don't present them plan. They don't see you don't do them. They don't give you different things. They want to see how you do them before they even say, okay, you know what, this month you organize World Cup.
Morocco don't host two club World Cup. Morocco don't host two club World Cups, yeah.
Yeah. Another moment I want to talk about, and also now do one a moment for AFCON moments where I think about it sometimes, I smile, I laugh, and I just be like, 2000 Cameroon, Nigeria. Now, what to be unique about this particular Nations Cup? Now, see, now two countries will organize them. I think with the host time, I think Ghana and Nigeria. I will be start playing now for Ghana. After we qualify for that side, we finally get we can play Nigeria inside Nigeria, inside Lagos. It was crazy. It was every kind of thing. I remember we were leading 2-1. We win 2-0, I think.
2-0.
Yeah, and then JJ Okocha did his magic. And he not only do his magic, it tell we say for year, maybe for year it will happen.
Yes.
If I remember very well, I think that the second Nations Cup that we Cameroon began to win them for front Nigeria. So now why that way be the talk say no now for year, if it happen this time around. What Junior Okocha been a golden boy during this era. It's a new before. He don't knock out he left. He knocked the other way, right? It's a new before year. But guess what? Cameroon. We still hold them beat them.
The first goal we just scored.
My opinion, I beg. We don't hold them beat them with that Nations Cup. It officially make sure for the next how many years, Jojo Coach no pass for corner ballon, stay retire. No be Etofis Cameroonian. Because back in the days, if Etofis no win Ballon d'Or, Mboma win them. If Etofis no win them, Etame Maye win them. If Etofis no win them, Nadima win them. Like it was just Cameroonian. So we not only take that Nations Cup from them, but we make sure say Okocha no ever touch that Ballon d'Or trophy for Africa.
Yes, adding about that game, I want to appreciate the two goalkeepers then, because, bro, their performance was impeccable. No man no be let itself go down. I don't forget that goalkeeper now. Wilson Oroma. I don't forget that Nigerian goalkeeper in name. Though those goals the way they score. No. So those goals the way they score, those goals the way they score, you see say no, he the one received the goal, but the effort was there. And then even Sunday Olise go and score Alium back before Nigeria they come back into the game. Then
Ike
JJ took
Shurumu.
Ike Shurumu. Yes. We still remember within our front. Now Ike Shurumu, yes. Hey, those two goalkeepers, I feel like they be need to write a book on goalkeeping. Alium Boka and Ike Shurumu especially because their era they proved it. They were I don't know how if it talk monumental. That match now just say we be get na Tiger attackers and they begin for score anyway. They had to score. Now why that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the goal scorer
Wow.
if be there na Mboma and Eto, then Sunday
Yeah.
Olise and JJ Okocha.
But then Okocha scored 2 now. Oh, Sunday Olise score 1.
Sunday Olise
Oh, yeah.
score one.
Yeah, Okocha.
Captain score
Yeah.
one first before.
Yeah, and by the way, now my all-time Nigerian best player that Sunday Olise.
Really?
Like for me, because like the way we did, people the way they ever carry ball jump on top, they make some kind of thing. Now their name they go for up to oh, now they know for play ball. But Nigeria had far more better talented players than JJ Okocha. I don't want to talk about Kano Wanku them and the way they actually win accolades, them personal and all of that. But fortunately, now Okocha be used to take ball, jump on top, dance, camp yeah, make that one. So that is the person who is being celebrated. You get any other moment for talk about?
Go ahead.
Another AFCON moment where it's difficult. It's difficult to not mention also is Cameroon national team for 2017. I don't know if you don't mention them already. No, you talk about 2015.
Not yet.
Cameroon national team for 2017. Now, 2017, I talk about it because just like in 1994, the 1994 success, it not only come with Cameroon national team, but the mix for the team will be get Anglophones and Francophones with the titulaire and things like that. We'll be seeing some more for 2017. Clinton Jebi for 2017, I'm not sure. But they will be get 5 Collins, I'll be getting Deep Tambe. Where they be play, you understand? So 2 Anglophones for national team where they be play and will finally go win. Now the unique thing about that particular 2017 Nations Cup now say no money be the count on them. Even federation be the tell them so now just go play. They need be even talk about money. They need be even talk about money. No nothing.
Because if
you have to talk about money for who? Una win. Una just go now because say we just need for go represent Cameroon come back. Because the football was in chaos. Everything was in it be the chakara. But guess what? The guys went there, did what they had to do, and came back with a trophy. Wait till today. If you get time, go look at that players. These guys were not some super talented guys. By the way, Ondua, maybe even playing in first division, maybe they na B team for Barcelona. They cash with AFCON. He come up best goalkeeper for AFCON. He not only hell we win AFCON, he save penalty when Sadio Mane kick him. For that 2017, we beat Mohamed Salah for win AFCON. Guys, for me, those are moments that are just difficult to sit and think about AFCON and not think about these guys and just celebrate them.
Amazing. And I want to say that 2017, it is so. I want to just give my small experience about 2017. We will go into that tournament like underdogs because for AFCON 2015, we'll be the last team for the tournament. That will be the first team for come on for 2015 because we get 2 draws. Though our performance not be bad, but Cameroon will be record their worst performance ever for AFCON for 2015. So just look at that moment. We'll come out with low heads. we get into the tournament, we'll not be even get team against them, because even that 2015, the team, even up to today, so I remember that one name, the team be just mix, will not be even know. And if you look at very well, most people they play 2015 and not play 2017. Because they like will be get shortage of quality players where they could go for continuity. It be very short.
No, I don't even think that there was shortage of quality player. There was some crazy, so many players that did not for play. Anguissa did not for play for 2017. So many players that did not for play for 2017. Choupo-Moting did not for play for 2017. It never be then and so we had good pack of players, but most of them never want to play because, like I tell you, the chaos was just crazy. So plenty people they never even put their face with it because they know say it could be a humiliation. Just like all man the tongue and say, oh, Pagu don't die, it go take 5 knots, it go take 10 knots. Now so 2017 be there, but it turned out to be one of the best years. Then we don't get that in the last close to 20 years now. Now another moment, shout out to my brother Next Dim Boss. Now the boss who manage Next Dim Empire, one of the biggest, maybe even one of the biggest blog will get them for community. So we'll be privileged for even getting the watch we. He talk about mention Basogog. Basogog was a no-name, but became best player in the tournament. Yeah. Now because they be just the pick player them for no any kind of size. You know what? You come, can't go play. If you come, can't go play.
They be just doing a shopping. They be just shop. Hey, by the way, shout out for Next Dim Boss. I mean, we know ourselves way back, or you know me say for. So they will just work and just pick people, join them, take and go play, and God bless, because I'm there alone with so many people where they support Egypt. Now for there, I feel to say I make Cameroon proud because they score Cameroon first. All man told look me, they laugh. I tell them, say, you guys calm down. This is when the game starts. And they were like, are you okay? When I lost, when I need to play no nothing, when I lost, you just this is where the game start. I say when I go see something, that will score first goal. I say when I calm down, when I not hurry. Like say I be no, but I be just making an empty mop for Mr. I be no say they win me. But God being who he is, he didn't let us down. All right, I want to talk about 2008 Hassan Hossam. Maybe they're the oldest player for that tournament. But my brother, that man, it goes the way Maybe the score. He was so good, being the oldest player, but still scoring goals from long distance. Now he make a way we play Cameroon Egypt first match. We'll play. It won't be 45 minutes. We did down by 3-0. And it was so painful. So at the pain way caused Cameroon, all my halftime, all mango piece, you come out, you walk off the street, all man quiet. So they ask us, the second half don't start. We will get so much ambition for that tournament after the disappointment of 2006. That people they shut Cameroon down. I mean, it's a very, very tough moment though. But we must talk them.
Another moment where I think so we're going to talk when we mention African moments or African legends or African football, the name Abedi Pele. I don't watch it how they grow. I only see Grand Final for Intercaté. They were number 10. I saw the Grand Final full round, so that Grand Final be Abedi Pele. It means even defend be the fight Abedi Pele will attacker. This team get like 2 Abedi Pele. That other team get like 2 Abedi Pele. The other team come over play get like 3 Abedi Pele. All man for Interquarter be na Abedi Pele. And if you understand what it happen until I can start see games them, videos them, matches them, I can start see highlights, and I see small that way they must say way I see small. But then if you look at way he produce some picking them, I think produce 2 picking them, they play high level football. Also, they not only play for Europe, they represent Ghana. And right up to now, I think one even helped them qualify for World Cup. I don't know if he really be active or not, but he will surely play World Cup. So that is a good thing to think about. Anytime we think about African football, anytime we think about AFCON, Abedi Pele is a name to remember because he not only play and win for a country, he not only play and win for himself because at some point in time he was African best player. He not only do that, but he actually go inside room 2, he play the ball for some way, he produce something the way they actually can continue. Now some very rare situation for African football. It's difficult to see Papa where we play and then Piki where we play and then he succeed. We don't pray all kind of way for Etienne too. We don't fast all kind of way for Etienne too. Till the really tight and tight. So the day we just wear some mayo say when if Papa just say we no more just celebrating now. If it not happen again, we know. It just post and say my Piki no. So shout out to Abedi Pele, now a king who did so much not only for AFCON he participated in, but also for African football.
Yeah, we don't talk about this double hosting of the AFCON by Cameroon. Cameroon 2000, they win and they continue with their performance for 2002.
Yeah, we don't talk about already.
Still win them. Okay. Yeah, so okay, I want to talk about 2019. 2019, 2023 or the 2022 winner of AFCON, Senegal, winning for their first time. What a breed. I mean, they don't struggle all kinds of time. 2017, Cameroon knocked them out. 2019, they lost finals to Algeria. And finally, God can give them their first ever African trophy for inside Cameroon. I mean, the golden generation, they will nearly go without a trophy, but God not great. At least it gives some of them for 2023. So shout out to Senegal for their first trophy where they will win over 2023 or 2022 rather.
Another AFCON moment or African football moment where now this one be a debate topic. If you ask me personally, Josh Weah is not an African legend. Sorry for Boston Abobu. I say that again and again and again and again. For you to qualify as an African, he is a football legend. Do you understand? But African legend, when I want to count African football legends, I not only count with Josh Weah. And because even though he play AFCON, he never really get that impact like otherwise. Bro, people don't say, oh, one man, my brother Eno go talk for comment sections more time say, oh, but on LA one if we do it. Yeah. We don't see Messi E1 for Argentina again and again and again. He try again and again. Stay finally they go win World Cup. The Argentina team will win World Cup. Now the most less talented Argentina team we don't get that for the last how many years. We mean say Messi single-handedly lead them to the victory. They get them. Josh, we have to do them. So for me, when I hear people they say, "Oh, you don't know to say they mention AFCON, they never mention Josh Weah, right? Never.
Yeah. I say yeah. Of course, he don't get no impact for AFCON. Nothing.
Yeah. So when it comes to African football, now for Cameroon football, they will say yeah, he play for Tone and that kind of team. Now when it comes for world football for Wyman country, yeah, he win the Ballon d'Or and whatever. So for me, now it's actually a sad thing for say some player like that one way the whole world is celebrate them. The Africans and if you really talk say, wow, we'll be see the man play for with soil. And he be do the thing, he be do the thing, he be do the thing, he be do the thing. So Joshua, if you get if you come up with fee, can do something, or you produce with PQ, if he can do something for you, fine. If not, sorry for me, you need to be African legend.
Of course, he not get them because he's small legend where if you put a may take Liberia struggle for fight for really save his papa legacy. He play for America. I really do wonders for America. So shout out to Timothy, but maybe not Timothy Pikingo can represent Liberia and he go save a grandpa in name. I get this team for talk about with their first performance for first participation for AFCON. It was impeccable. I mean, Comoros for 2022, what they for Cameroon, their first ever appearance there for AFCON, but that team performed so well when they go second round, and like they always accuse us, so we even use Napacha if they can move that team for tournament, which I mean I will not until we get evidence, we will not know that kind talk them. Say we use Nakovi for move them, but listen, that team did so well. They actually beat Ghana for that tournament. Then with Cameroon, they will get, I think, shortage of players, and a player they go for pole, go catch for that match because all goalkeepers they will get COVID, they will declare COVID positive, and they can't face Cameroon, but Cameroon still beat them na 2-1. Our goalkeeper Onana, even ever receive one goal, but I don't want to accuse Onana for the one. I know how accuse because the guy where is score now from a free kick from a very long distance. If you see the way the free kick go, even the alum be there for poor or na Bates or any goalkeeper, it not for easy. But assistant now one man is lucky. So I want to shout out to Comoros for their first ever performance in AFCON, and it was amazing. And that mayo way that goalkeeper be wearing, if he did at 3, then I don't know how they will do. They go add tape for them maybe 13 because be for use that mayo play for pool. And I think I'll be request for that mayo because the one keeper for museum so that people they go ever see about that history for that match, how player be come off for pool, come play for back, and so they be use that tape for take and correct the number for mayo, and he will make I think on a 2 on a 3 saves.
AFCON moments. Let's go if we talk about AFCON moments, we don't talk about indiscipline. I didn't really remember any team. I don't know, maybe teams it don't happen for teams that they hide them, maybe it don't happen for teams that they keep them. But it's set itself for Cameroon national team for the last AFCON. There were some crazy things that happened. I don't know if I even should mention names. Then one way the people they give a call presidency, may they call, may they can't play, may they put them for fee. Then one way yes, 23 out of how many players they did for Cameroon and 26 on a way. They deny say they no play. If you be sent a presidency, go draw line up. Then one way na Elaji Diouf get for go back player, may calm down. Elaji Diouf when na staff member for Senegal will get for play them. The next day, na Eddie Bekwa go keeper say, "Oh, may calm down, may leave and this." Like it was just so chaotic. Now moments the way what I would like or not, it already enter a record book, it already enter a history book. So at the particular can will be happen for Cote d'Ivoire when a Cameroonian be the coach. It may be end fine for we because it was so chaotic. The chaos so they be start up for World Cup, the drag and bring up for Can, and once we got eliminated, I think they were happy, they were satisfied. And then if you go push me the sack song, so if you bring Mark Breeze, so they take him make Dandole, so do any kind of thing they want do. So yes, I feel like that is something worth mentioning also. Cameroon it can for Cote d'Ivoire maybe ever go fine because there was a few bad seats in there that were doing everything possible to take over the team.
Yeah, I mean, we won't talk a lot on that point, but it's really when you think about them, it really be hurting because I feel like the only player that I don't want to go but only player where you don't ever come after where AFCON start. I mean, if you be said they wrong, maybe correct me for comment section. Now the only player that we don't come with AFCON don't already start today, they don't play first match. They come now, then can tell people say when I see next match na me I go cash, na me I go cash now 6 or 6. And it was and it be happen the way you talk about. Anyway, I want to give shout out since we talk about goalkeeper. I want to give shout out for some monumental goalkeeper where it perform both for club and national team. Robert Kediaba of Tepe Mazembe.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Kediaba with a amazing goal celebration where the hop na hop. Kediaba perform all the performance of Congo their pool where the cash now for Tepe Mazembe, be the cash for any European team or anything. And he was so good. And I know say it impacts so many young goalkeepers positively with the performance and everything. And now one of those things that I say African based players they're not going to be minimized. When you look at performance for that kind of people, then Robert Kediaba. So I want to give shout out to Robert Kediaba for the performance for Congo and for his celebration too.
Oh, when we talk about African best, I want to give shout out to Mikel Obi. I mentioned Mikel Obi because now one of the African players that we see play from category to category to hit the peak. Sute he win his own Nations Cup. Like I don't talk for you for qualify as an African legend, you get for don't win some major tournament for senior level, maybe for junior category, you get for don't win some major tournament for your country. So for me, people that like Drogba them just shift for corner. The African legend, what you do for African continent? What you do for African continent? You play now for Chelsea. People that like no Okocha win Nations Cup I think for 96. I feel sorry small if he put it small for that line for legend. People that like Joshua that you cannot be an African legend. What did you do on this for the for African soil? Now that thing make you legend. So Mohamed Salah, be careful. Andre Onana, be careful. Osimhen, be careful. So I give shout out for Mikel Obi because now one of the African players like I talk, we see them play category to category. If I remember very well, I think on the 17 or on waiting World Cup where they be play excuse me.
For Dubai.
When Nigeria lost against Argentina, now he and Messi they be they contender them for best player. I remember very well don't do some interview where he talks him that way they did for stage. Where they give Messi best player. He just turned your joke with Messi saying, nah, me I be deserve that best player. You understand? Messi say, oh, really? He say, yes. Messi just should have quiet. He says, so many years later, what Messi win now trophy so wait. Because Messi they say get bad mop when I don't know he get bad mop to go pass. He said Messi wins some trophy and then he be there. What a Ballon d'Or as on Tino. He said Messi come up as he say, you think say now you win the one.
Hey.
You think that you win the one? He said for the first few minutes, he didn't understand it. He said that way reach house where he remember say Messi can remember in that team where he talk on that stage about 15 years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, shout out to Mikel Obi. I loved his game because it was almost similar to the way I be play. What I be play deep as defensive midfielder. I be know how to carry ball, move ball. When I remember, I say Mikel Obi be then at 10 where they transfer me for Chelsea like 6. So
yeah.
even though I be play with Stable, the Batty, I be then at 10 where because born be go through. They be get for drag me for backman, can play for 6. So I feel move ball for fun and things like that. Congratulations on the 2013, I think, Nations Cup. You be legend like Yaya Toure, like Samuel Eto'o, like Ondwa.
Like Drogba.
Yeah, sorry, Drogba. Sorry, the other people.
Hey, boy. Yeah, so this one is like a small question. So looking at the standard for 2013 Nations Cup, I feel like because of that transition, where they will transit, the way they will change the year to an odd number year, I feel like the quality for 2013 be really low. Do you buy that point?
I don't think say any year don't be way if we say the quality low. Now football sometimes it's up there, sometimes it's down. Some generation they come with some firebrand of players. Some generation don't come the way they want to do more social media, and then the way they get time they can't play football and things like that. Football don't always be way to be very very unpredictable game. If I go for good talk, say maybe the level for the competition maybe they like the previous one, then it go look like someone discredit the people the way they win. You understand? So and if you really go down that road, I just feel say maybe because you know sometimes be where if you get weak team and strong team, that strong team will just dominate the game. I just say like 2002, where Cameroon be just play, win all man, no man even score ye. You understand? It make maybe like wow, the level of football for Cameroon be high. You understand? Because you had somebody that was really good and most people that were average. But if you get people that will all them be average, if you look at like say but even if you get people that will all them be good, because if you put a Cameroon team were really good and you put an Ivory Coast team were really good, they will like play now some kind of game where you go end draw. Game no just end draw, 1-0, people will struggle, they need to go toss coin for normal way win for final, and they go be like say maybe the level need be there. So, and if you really go down that road for talk, say the competition maybe get level, if you get level for your own level, and then that's it.
All right, so I want to give shout out to Burkina Faso, their
Before
golden
you
generation.
shout out, phone lines will be open for any person who want call, make a contribution. Talk about any AFCON moment, any AFCON player, any AFCON moment where we actually it make you really feel happy, or even the moments where it make you feel sad. Before you talk, I want to ask some question. Would I ever get any crazy incident during AFCON, like some player broke his foot, or some player die for field, some crazy catastrophe? Because AFCON is intensive. These guys they play hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Have we had any really like crazy
No,
incident?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, not where I know. I don't think so. We don't get any of that kind of catastrophic thing. No. So I feel like those players be built for before you do one come AFCON, you already know who side you go. It's a physical tournament, intense and physical. So you feel be skillful and knowledgeable, but you not get the physique. My brother, trust me, you not go fit survive because the physicality way there for AFCON. I mean, I know one talks. I know the talk say Europe not get them because Europe get. I get guys that they don't play goal for Europe. Say see white picky the worker. Say you know about chop for how many days. But if it jam you, the shift go far, then after you confirm say no. This is real business. So, but the terrain, first of all, what temperature, the atmosphere for Africa, it did different. Then the crowd, the kind of fans we have is different. So AFCON is unique. I mean, starting from this stadiums, okay, stadiums are the same thing where they build outside, but looking at the fans, looking at the temperature, looking at the hotels, the roads, and everything is totally different. Because imagine, say, you know, if you tell me, say, now, except so it will happen for Morocco, but you know, if you tell me, say, the roads were super, like, look at AFCON for Cameroon, the roads were not the super best, you know. With those buyers, they go for Waka for Issa Road, they shakes more. You know, say, AFCON 20 for Cameroon, Sadio Mane complain about some for Bafusam. You feel imagine how them they complain say sun for Bafusam too much. Bafusam would consider as one of the coldest places for Cameroon.
Coldest place.
Yes, it complained about sun for day for their group stage. So it's not easy for play under that kind of sun, then with that kind of jam, that kind of intensity. So we thank God say such incidents never been recorded, and I hope say me not ever be recorded itself, because it will end, if you end people your career, except say now countries like Morocco, they don't develop their medical facility where it is available on the pitch and everything. If you safe for that one.
By the way, talking about the AFCON, some team be dry, wash clothes dry and for Fondo for hotel. I don't know what I'm Senegal now with you. So many crazy things that happen for that AFCON. But the one I don't remember about us organizing the AFCON for 2021 was the works of Dr. Samuel Eto'o. I told guys on call, I want to make contribution. After this, I'll bring up my points.
All right.
Hello, Baba.
Here one kind of funny thing where you talk say some team dry clothes. Yeah, I remember 1986 World Cup. Man, by that time after Miller we were talking about Oman Bik. Oman Bik was a star. Maybe today when you start watch football, you start talking about Samuel Eto'o. Monday to night, you talk Samuel Eto'o. Well, we don't get started for Cameroon. Oman Bik was a star for Cameroon. Now he qualified Cameroon. Now he do anything. Then I think in 1986 or 88, Oman Bik no come from 86, 88. First game Cameroon Zambia. That goalkeeper way died so Edford Shabala. It broke me Oman Bik foot. Boy. No, hold on. It broke na Oman Bik foot on a Kunde. Na Kunde on a Oman. Na Oman. Na 88 na Oman Bik foot. If you remember, 88, Oman play one game, no finish game. Then I know she said, no, we are not going to watch football then. Because if we talk about horrible things about football, if we talk about horrible things about football, then we are not talk about Kana Big way he hit Moroccan player. Kana Big hit Moroccan player so for instant for semi-finals. With the Moroccan players for a face.
Hey.
Kana Big could detect. Yes. They don't show on that time. Replay no give the cash on Kaitine. Replay no be see lines, man no be see. The Moroccan player live down so we Kana Big don't move we could detect. Ah, massa.
That action was
now I say when I was young, when I nobody watch football that time. I don't know since I so young to read it. Because the action in that way, football man, if you did my age, yes, he hit the man so then that's semi-finals with Makanaki. He kick flap, then the ball deflect for some Moroccan defender. Then he enter and so beat Morocco 1-0. They'll go finals. They foul Milan inside box. Could they step up? Now so Cameroon win their second African Cup of Nations. Win for 86. Egypt. Because Egypt beat you after now. Sam, they drag Mila in my also almost move her for his skin.
Yes, I don't hear that one.
Against Egypt, inside Egypt. Open cheating, so refrain the cover. They drag Mila in my own. I saw Egypt using and beat me for 86. Like Cameroon.
Go ahead.
Like Cameroon for carry 84. Imagine Cameroon for carry 84, 86, 88. That's how good that team be. So although sometimes you hear the app you say 2002 is very good, but forget. Go see that time. Then I beg her foot to the broken. I beg Amila for 84. I beg her be no juju football. Doctor Abega. After giving the dog in a small Vem Rouge. If small Vem Rouge, he just drink her.
Wow. Let's say we'll do the edition again. But thank you very much for the call.
Okay, bro. Yep.
Yeah. We'll do the edition again, but we'll just talk not only about Cameroon. We're not talking about Africa.
Yes.
But to be honest with you guys, Cameroon in the 80s, those guys were on another level. If you get opportunity to go watch their games, especially because they get tapes for 1990, whether against Argentina or against England. See that guy, they play football where would see they play now. All the tactics, they do and all of that. All that thing. That guy. If you look when Mila one dribble player, you see how they dribble the man don't even get away for defend. No, that guy they be noble fine. They be mop. That 80 generation, as he talk from that 84, Sute they can't end up for 90 and 94 they go mess up for World Cup, and then 96 with the struggle. 98, they told us come back, and then 2000 will pick up again, and then we'll gang getting their generation. Now they wear choice and for down, they make some kind of chichu a good generation, talented players. But because they were not even man bong na to talk, we messed it up. Baba, we're there for 1 hour 28 minutes. Abuamo do now 1 hour 30 minutes. Which will be a final say on this show.
I mean, I really want to appreciate this show. It don't just give man euphoria and see. I mean, wait till don't talk. I know we don't start watch ball, but I don't get discussion with Marepe about this particular moment. I mean, you don't tell me so much about African football, even about Ivorian team for before some student can they beat. Can they, like some student become over some school for Ivory Coast, they take your national team can play the play like 9. It's called so take Tomakuno ask defender level Bass. I say student the school now. One of the craze. So I mean I'll be very happy for this moment, and I don't plan to for my page to do a whole show with Marepe, me really talk more, really discuss that moment, because I feel like other people deserve to know. So I really want time to line for that. That is the revival about Dr. Abega to feed them, and this is I mean, I really did open for that show again, only Cameroon, and maybe we'll get more people the way to educate me about football. Thank you so much.
Baba, thank you very, very much. For me, for close this day, if there's one thing we should remember also about AFCON, especially when as Cameroonians, that the fact say if we do not have somebody in the name of Samuel Eto'o Fils, we know for organized Nations Cup for 2021. If I remember very well, they be done actually season for we for 2019. I think Yawara for Gabon on a Woodem and things like that. We were actually struggling. That few way even can't talk, say you don't finish all the one we realize today they never finish. But because we get Samuel Eto'o, it began to go down for Limbe, go chop soya, it began to do something, movie. I began to movie magic inside Bele. Now so they take and give you Nations Cup for 2021. So anytime you feel like disrespecting Samuel Eto'o, anytime you feel like talking any kind of half for ye, you know, say that Pikin only play for we score goals for women win trophies. Right now, even before he became president, he don't start to do a lot for make sure say we move from that place of the only win because we get players, but start win more now as a group of persons where they get a good administration, a good federation. So kudos to Sami Ndole, kudos to Sami Soya, kudos to Papa Eto'o, Ballon d'Or African, the best, the face of African football. Again, thank everyone who is watching or thank every person who will watch. I see my boss Wokia, I see my brother Azombi. Azombi, and also I just look many times and say, wait, what are this Sako is trying to do? Or it show the night they do at 7 p.m. text at time when now middle night for Cameroon on a 1 a.m. for Cameroon. People for Cameroon don't get away for work. But I think so we'll go back to start doing some shows, or especially on Saturday. We'll start doing them on maybe Saturday for morning, maybe like 11 a.m. Cameroon time. No, 11 a.m. at time when I evening for Cameroon time until or Sunday. But again, thank every person who watch. I don't know how if you even appreciate you now. If I want to call in the innocence, in the night you wake up, that's Martin Doctor. She fine. You want to go see now? So now say those sleep now. So
not the set up my house.
Shout out to my brother Eno Ayokegba, always very, very informational. Always very, very informational. Priscilla Ashley, shout out. He talks something for Daniel read them. Some people will still not like Eto'o, Samuel Eto'o, but the other go be okay, Mama. Don't even worry about them.
Okay. Wokia, don't give you that name for that student, Yusuf Fofana. I mean, that era was amazing. We would need for really get the show about that era. I mean, I remember my repete tell me about team where they will come out Nigeria, drive through a cock, pass through Moyoka, where they will see, pass through Boya, or go play ball for Yaoundé, drive back and say when that team will go play, say that kind 70 seaters in the pass when I supporters are from Nigeria. And it was yes, to the pass, and then the people did shout, the salute. I mean, it was a beautiful era. But I thank you for this this show today. I look forward to the next one.
Thank you very much, Baba. Thank you very, very much for your time. And thank every person we don't watch today, every person we don't comment, every person we don't share, especially those who they call. And always keep an eye on our page. We would let you know when next we do another show. But definitely, take too long. I think I want to do something tomorrow, and I think I want to. By the way, 2026, we are coming as to we loaded so many shows, so many different things. Like when I will see the true face of, when I start see the true face of Tuwidi from January 2026. Again, thank you very much. Maybe I go make the pass for my skin. Don't go to pass for your skin. Maybe I go make the pass for my skin.